The CRA loves it when you take money out of your corporation in the traditional way. But wealthy people, they play the game completely different. And in part two, I'll show you how they escape this trap using a holding company and a tax sheltered asset that compounds at 5% a year with no passive income penalties.
I like that. I like that he mentioned the holdco. I don't know where he's going with that tax asset that yields 5%. I can sniff it. I have an idea what it'll be, but I'm not sure. Y'all, I think we got it. Here's part two.
Inside the holdco, they buy a participating whole life insurance policy.
There it is. I smelled something. I smelled something.
Well, it's because the growth inside the policy is sheltered of tax. And
That's true. I'm impartial. That is true. If you get a life insurance policy, your cash value grows in it. It is not going to be taxed as it grows. I wouldn't call it a tax deferred tool. Like a tax deferred tool is something where without it, you would be paying more tax in the present, but you're not. And whole life insurance doesn't do that, right? Whole life insurance, you're earning 100K and you decide to contribute like 20K into your policy, you're still paying tax on 100K. So it is not a tax deferring tool. No, hold on. I need the full can for this one. While you were paying for that whole life policy, the premiums were not tax deductible. So yes, you were paying with pre-tax income, which is a benefit of it. Like that's one thing that I wish like people would actually argue that and say that, because that's the truth. Like you're getting to pay insurance premiums with pre-tax income, not with after-tax income. It's like pre-tax income. It's not a deduction, you know what I'm saying? But like you're able to say, like from a cash flow perspective, you're able to make those payments before Uncle Sam and Auntie Sarah get to come in and collect something. If you want to leave your kids, with money to cover certain expenses and to keep them pushing and grow generational wealth, great. Now the corporation has enough cash to cover share buybacks, right? Because think of it, if like a shareholder, if a key personnel passes away, you want to retain control of the corporation. You want the corporation to remain in the hands of people who can do the work and people who are heavily invested in the corporation. So it may involve having to buy shares. It may have to involve having control of equity, which includes cash outflows. And that life insurance policy allows for that, right? So that's a proper example of actually using corporate life insurance. Those are real life scenarios that people actually go through, replacing key personnel.